Biography of John Adams. John Adams was born on October 30, 1735, in Braintree, now Quincy, Massachusetts, to John Adams Sr. and Susanna Boylston Adams. He was the eldest of 3 sons and was raised in a farming family that valued education and public service. After attending Harvard College, Adams began practicing law in Boston, where he quickly became involved in politics. He played a leading role in the protests against British taxation policies, and in 1774 he was elected as a delegate to the Continental Congress. Adams served on numerous committees during the Revolution and was a key supporter of the Declaration of Independence. In 1777, he was appointed as a commissioner to France, where he helped secure French support for the American cause. In 1783, Adams returned to the United States and was elected as the first vice president under George Washington. He served in this role for 2 terms, from 1789 to 1797. In 1797, Adams was elected as the second president of the United States, defeating Thomas Jefferson. His presidency was marked by tensions with France, which led to the Quincy War, a naval conflict between the 2 countries. Adams also signed the controversial Alien and Sedition Acts, which limited freedom of speech and the press. Adams lost his bid for re-election to Jefferson in 1800 and retired from politics. He spent his final years at his home in Quincy, where he wrote extensively on political philosophy and engaged in correspondence with Thomas Jefferson. Adams died on July 4, 1826, the 50th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence, just hours after his friend and political rival Jefferson passed away. He is remembered as a key figure in the founding of the United States and for his commitment to the principles of liberty and democracy. John Adams. John Adams was the second President of the United States, serving from 1797 to 1801. He was born on October 30, 1735, in Braintree, Massachusetts, now Quincy, and was the eldest son of a farmer and shoemaker. Adams graduated from Harvard College in 1755 and went on to study law. He became involved in politics and was a leading figure in the movement for American independence. He served as a delegate to the Continental Congress and was a key advocate for the Declaration of Independence, which was adopted on July 4, 1776. During the Revolutionary War, Adams played an important role in securing foreign aid for the American cause, including negotiating a treaty with the Netherlands in 1782. After the war, he served as the first American minister to Great Britain and was later appointed as the first vice president of the United States, serving under George Washington from 1789 to 1797. In 1796, Adams ran for president and narrowly defeated Thomas Jefferson, his longtime political rival. As president, Adams faced many challenges, including tensions with France and a divided Federalist Party. He signed the Alien and Sedition Acts into law, which were controversial measures that limited freedom of speech and the rights of immigrants. These actions made him unpopular with many Americans, and he lost his bid for re-election in 1800 to Thomas Jefferson. Despite his contentious presidency, Adams remained active in public life and continued to advocate for the principles of liberty and democracy. He wrote prolifically on a wide range of subjects, including law, politics, and religion, and his writings continue to be studied and admired today. Adams died on July 4, 1826, the same day as his friend and political rival Thomas Jefferson, exactly 50 years after the adoption of the Declaration of Independence. John Adams was the second President of the United States, serving from 1797 to 1801. He was a key figure in the American Revolution and played an important role in shaping the early years of the nation's history. Some of his notable achievements include diplomacy and foreign policy. During his presidency, Adams worked to establish and maintain good relations with foreign powers, particularly France and Britain. He sent envoys to France in an attempt to resolve tensions between the 2 nations, and negotiated the Treaty of Amity and Commerce with Prussia. He also signed the Convention of 1800 with France, which ended the Quincy War between the 2 nations. Expansion of the military. Adams expanded the size and strength of the U.S. military during his presidency, in order to better protect the nation's interests both at home and abroad. He authorized the creation of a standing army and navy, and strengthened coastal defenses to prevent foreign invasion. Support for education. Adams was a strong advocate for education and believed that an informed and educated citizenry was essential for the success of the new nation. He supported the establishment of public schools and colleges, and helped to found the University of Virginia. Protection of civil liberties. Adams was committed to protecting the civil liberties enshrined in the U.S. Constitution, even in the face of public opposition. He signed the controversial Alien and Sedition Acts in 1798, which made it a crime to criticize the government or its officials, but also pardoned those convicted under the law after leaving office. Judicial appointments. Adams made several key appointments to the federal judiciary during his presidency, including the nomination of John Marshall as Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. Marshall's decisions helped to establish the role of the Supreme Court as a co-equal branch of government and solidified the power of the federal government. Overall, John Adams played a significant role in shaping the early years of the United States, and his accomplishments as a diplomat, military leader, and defender of civil liberties helped to establish the foundations of the nation's democratic governance.